Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how.
Hello students, it's me, Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. Today we're going to be listening to a doctor who's going to answer 25 questions like really fast. Now, I haven't seen it. I've only seen like the first question maybe, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it with you guys. I'm going to pause and see if I answer the same way as the doctor because I'm a nurse and a teacher. Obviously, he knows more than me, but you know, we're going to check it out anyway, see what, compare our answers, okay?
The plant-based news, I've got a great guest with me today, Dr. Columbus Batiste, and we're going to do 25 quick questions. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Isn't he cute?
Let's go.
Awesome.
Oh, I love his energy.
Let's go. Okay. If you had to recommend one plant-based food to improve heart health, what would it be?
Green leafy vegetables.
Okay, he said green leafy vegetables. How can you pick just one? I mean, he did really well. I wonder if he got these questions ahead of time. I don't know if I would definitely not be able to answer that quickly. Maybe I would have said something like, well, it's for heart health. He's a cardiologist, so specifically for that. I don't know, but like I know that you can survive a long time on potatoes. Potatoes are great, but so is kale. It's a cruciferous vegetable. I don't know. Anyway.
What's your go-to snack when you want to eat healthy and quick?
Okay, a go-to snack to eat healthy and quick. I don't know what he's going to say, but what I say, maybe I'll say peanut butter toast with banana. I don't know if that's quick enough. You kind of have to wait for the toast to pop. Other than that, I eat nuts, which have a bit too much fat in them, but I eat nuts and dates. They're two whole foods. What does he say?
Roasted chickpeas.
Oh, good one. No added fat.
What's your favorite way to de-stress after a day at work?
Oh, I don't know what he's going to say. I wonder if he's going to say after a day of work to de-stress. Most people exercise, but I mean, he's pretty cute. Maybe he's going to say sex, but then he might edit himself out and say, no, I better not say that. You might think it. I don't know, yoga. Yeah, I guess a brisk walk, run. I don't know, some kind of exercise. I mean, for me, I like dancing. I turn on TikTok and I dance.
Exercise.
What is your favorite recommendation for vegan kids?
Recommendation for vegan kids. For food, I guess he means. Let's see, I have a granddaughter and it's really important that she gets enough protein, obviously. So she's eating lentils, tofu, beans and rice all together. It's really great. Smoothies are amazing because you can get some spinach down her without her like having to chew or worry about it too much. What's he gonna say? Stews are good, like vegan stews, like I said, or different kinds of soups are good. Let's see what he says.
Smoothies, soups, and salads.
Okay.
What is the healthiest canned food you think you can buy in those places where there's limited availability of fresh foods?
Oh, the healthiest canned food. I'd say maybe lentils. Lentils are really great. They have 18 grams of protein per cup. Maybe beans, something definitely without any added salt in there.
Salt-free beans.
If you could only eat one fruit for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
If we could only eat one fruit, what would you guys pick? If you can eat only one fruit for the rest of your life, write it in the comments and let me know. I know that blueberries are really healthy and I do like them, but if I was eating them for the rest of my life, I mean, you really have to brush your teeth after blueberries because they can stain. But blueberries are good. Any kind of berry is good. Now, I don't know if he's talking about taste or like what's the healthiest, but I might take bananas because they're so versatile. You can make smoothies out of them. You freeze them. You just break them up and freeze them and put them in a blender. And then you add a bit of soy milk and you add some turmeric and some cinnamon and whatever other stuff, like a flavoring, like cocoa powder. I might say banana. I don't know what he's going to
Blueberries.
If you could make one health food completely free for all the communities that you like to support, what would it be?
A free health food. So like if the governments stopped subsidizing the meat, dairy, and egg industries and instead they gave out like one free health food for everyone, what would it be, guys? I mean, potatoes are really great because they are not expensive and they don't rot, like they don't go bad very quickly. So if you started like handing out people potatoes, that would be good. But on the other hand, people might not cook them, right? Like, I had a kid a potato or a mom. What would be something that you can eat really quickly? It could be maybe an apple, I guess. It could be an apple or some sort of a drink, maybe like a smoothie drink, but then you've got the plastic involved. So that's maybe more, I'll say an apple. I don't know.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. One health food completely free. I'm going to say smoothie packets, is the thing, is what I would make. Smoothie packets.
What is a smoothie packet? Is that like a carton of like milk, like a Tetra Pak or something?
Free, because
I
that's
can
something
see your
that-
point, because I think you're thinking about because you're very person-centered, what they're going to enjoy.
Exactly.
Unlimited smoothies on every corner in every shop.
Oh, that would be so good. Can you imagine how healthy kids would be? They're not drinking any soda anymore. They're not drinking any kind of other crap at all. Just healthy smoothies packed with spinach and banana. And you can't even taste the spinach when you make it into a smoothie. It's so good. And some maybe mango in there and some pineapple. Oh yeah, that would be so, so good. I would love that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to that place.
I'm going to run it. I'm good. I'll put the smoothies. I'm a smoothie professional.
That's good. Stress management, yoga or walking?
Oh, stress management. I have to say for me, it's walking, because I try to walk really quickly. So it's like I don't really run much. So I walk really quickly with headphones on, and then I can listen to something like Marcus Aurelius, his meditations or something like that for stress. And then at the end, I also feel good because I've got my steps in, try to get like 8,000, 10,000 a day. But yoga is so great because you use your whole body. You're using balance and you're focusing, and you can be so flexible. They're both good. Let's see what he says.
Ooh. I'm going to say outdoor walking.
Yes.
What goes in your heartstrong?
Okay, wait. He said outdoor. I think that was really important that he said that. He didn't say treadmill walking, but get outdoors, fresh air, sunshine. Meet your neighbors, wave, check out things in your neighborhood. Okay, hold on. Should I go back a bit? What did he say?
Smoothie.
Ooh, that's great.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't get that. Let's go back. Letter J. Hold on.
Ooh. I'm going to say outdoor walking.
What goes in your heartstrong smoothie?
Oh, what goes in his smoothie? Well, I already told you the kind of smoothies that I like to have. I know it's very, very good to put a lot of spinach in there. So you get your blender, and the first thing you do is you get like gigantic handful of spinach and stuff it in, or you use frozen spinach, and that way your smoothie is already like nice and cold. Frozen spinach. I put frozen mango, frozen pineapple, a banana for sweetness. I also put like a little tablespoon or half a tablespoon of flax seeds to make it a bit thicker. But if it's frozen, it's already more thick, and I use water, but you can also use soy milk. I don't know what he's going to say.
Ooh, that's great. So it's going to be almond milk. It's unsweetened. It's kale, frozen kale. It's berry mixture, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Are the key things there.
Okay, yeah, he used berries because berries are really important to eat every day. But I personally put my blueberries on my toast as a dessert toast, I call it. So I don't have it for breakfast. I'll have a regular meal at lunch, and then I'll say to my husband, do you want to have a dessert toast? And in which case we put a piece of whole grain toast in the toaster, put peanut butter on it, which only has peanut butter, like no added oil and no added sugar. And then I put blueberries in the microwave and warm them up. And then I squish them, and then I hold it like that while I drink the water part, and then I put the warm blueberries on the toast, and then I eat it with a knife and fork, and it's like a dessert. It is so good. It's such a great way to eat blueberries, and I think it's, honestly, I've said to my husband, I think sometimes it's better than cake, better than a donut or something. It's good for you.
And I just blend it up. Post-workout, I'll add in some soft silken tofu. But here's the key. Because it's frozen, and no added ice, it makes it creamy and thick like ice cream. Because remember, I'm sugarholic. So now I can eat it in a smoothie bowl like it's in that way.
Okay, he makes his really thick. Okay, I don't do that. I make it pretty thin, like to drink it, a big one. So, yeah. But, hey, why not, right? If it's in a smoothie bowl, it can look really delicious. And you can sprinkle along there the sides some decoration food that is good for you, such as pumpkin seeds, a little spoon of hemp seeds if you wanted to, a few almonds or walnuts, cranberries. Yeah.
What is the most common misconception you come across around plant-based diets?
No protein.
Which
True. Everyone's worried about protein, and it's just not something to worry about.
vegetable do you think everyone should eat more of to improve their heart health?
Which vegetable should you eat more of? Kale or broccoli?
I always say green leafy vegetables, and so I mean that from kale, bok choy, mustards, collards, because of dietary nitrates.
Why
Dietary nitrates. Okay, cool. He didn't even mention broccoli, but I know it's really good for you.
dietary nitrates? Dietary nitrates.
You can help dilate the vessels and help your endothelium. And then when you get that walk outside, the sunlight, just amount of sunlight can release the stores underneath your skin, which can help lower the blood pressure even more so.
That's amazing. Isn't this nutrition body thing fascinating?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, that's what
greens. You store these dietary nitrates, which are then released when you walk in the sun to dilate your vessels.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like a good thing to happen. All in or gradual transition from standard American to plant-based diet?
Ooh, that's a good one. From an ethical perspective, obviously, the quicker you become vegan, the better, the less animals will die. And you know what we say, baby steps are for babies. On the other hand, I realize that I sort of seem to contradict myself because I also say it takes 100 clicks to become vegan. You have to get the message in your head and in your heart. And it, of course, depends on your age as well. So if you're younger, you're not in control of what you're eating, right? Your parents are buying your food for you. But I guess, and the ethical vegans might get angry at me saying this, but I think we have to be realistic and say that, it's good to start somewhere. And how you start is by crowding out the other food. So it's like adding food to begin with. Add some lentils on your plate. Add extra beans, add rice, make these a regular part of your plate, and greens, and just eventually, crowd out the meat and the dairy and the eggs. And, just realistically, you can join challenge22.com. That's another thing you can do to learn. They'll help you out for free for 22 days. See what he says.
For me, all in. For patients, depends on your personality.
Oh, that's a great answer. Yeah, for me too. All in. And for patients, it depends. You don't want to scare them away. You really do want them to actually get there. So a good thing to do is to show them the documentaries called What the Health and The Game Changers, so that they realize that they will be healthy, not to worry about, about their bodies. And of course, when you're a nurse or a doctor, you're going to focus on the patient. And when you're an ethical vegan, you're going to focus on the animals, of course.
What is one blood marker that people should monitor who are trying to improve heart health and they've gone from standard American to plant-based diet? Is there something they should be watching?
So I'm going to go C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation and predictive of adverse cardiac events. Oh, yeah. I'm going to say apoprotein.
Okay, the markers,
B,
yes.
Which is a marker of like your bad cholesterol, the cholesterol that's most atherogenic. And the third one is not one that's as easily modifiable, but it's LP, lipoprotein A, are all markers that everyone should know.
Okay.
All right,
I will do my homework after this call. Right. One book besides your own that you think everyone should read about health, stress, and plant-based diet?
Oh, How Not to Die by nutritionfacts.org, Dr. Greger. Maybe, I don't know, there's so many. There's also Fiber Fueled by Dr. B. I don't know.
So my favorite one for stress is, I will say, The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal. I love that book. I think it's incredible. gosh, you're gonna get me either in trouble with people if I talk about another plant-based book, because colleagues and friends out there who have a book, you're trying to get me in trouble by that. So I'll say it to mix everything together. I'll say any one of Dean Orange's books will combine from a historical perspective the impact of stress, the impact of nutrition, the impact of exercise in terms of health promotion. I'll say that as a oversweeping marker that's
Right.
there.
Okay, and everyone is
Awesome.
going to be happy. What's a surprising food that's great for heart health?
I'm gonna take a stab and say this. It may or may not be as surprising. I'm gonna say tofu. That people may or may not realize that tofu is great for the heart.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm more think of it just like getting protein in a way. I mean,
Protein.
I only recently fell in love with tofu because I had made a whole video about this. But even as a vegan, I got brainwashed that tofu's unhealthy.
Oh my God, did you? No, tofu is so good for you. So good for you. It's a complete protein. It's so easy to make. You can do all kinds of things with it. You can fry it. You can cut it up into little pieces and sprinkle it in salads. I know some of my students, actually, that's what their parents do. They just cut it up in cubes and just put it literally directly into a jar, like nothing added. I've seen students just pick it up, just like grapes, little pieces of tofu. So many different ways that you can use it. If you get a silken tofu, you can put it into a smoothie. You can get the harder one and crumble it up into a frying pan and make it into, looks like scrambled eggs. It's really a diverse food and really good.
Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Eating eggs is so last century, nobody needs to, so here's what you do. Mash tofu, green onions, and celery in a pan. Add black salt, turmeric, and spices, yes you can. Mix in some vegan mayo, now mix in a salty pickle. Yeah, that's the way to go. Ooh. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, 'cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, 'cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too.
My daughter puts it in the air fryer and it comes out all crispy.
And it was when I made a video about it, I realized, oh, wow, it's actually a really healthy food. And you're now adding in, it's also good for the heart.
Yeah.
Go tofu.
That's
Tofu
right.
for the win, yeah.
So I'm gonna say a little truth moment too as well. I despised tofu until probably about 5 years ago. Not from a health perspective, from a taste perspective, until I was able to really refine the process. And now I'm sold.
I think we're all soy boys here.
I wonder how he makes it now, because it's true. There are so many different recipes, literally hundreds and hundreds of ways that you can make it. I wonder what he did that made him like it. What do you guys think?
That's right.
If you could spend one day with a historical figure in health, who would it be?
Oh, a historical figure in health. I want to say Jesus. I want to talk to Jesus because
Wow.
I do not believe that Jesus ever ate fish. I just don't believe it. I'm going to ask him straight out. Because Jesus was supposedly this really kind, benevolent guy. And he hated pompous people. He hated cruelty. He really didn't. How would Jesus ever have killed an animal? I mean, it says in the Bible clearly, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. How would he justify that? I would like to spend time with Jesus. Was he a healthy guy? I don't know. But I can't think of anyone else. Who's he going to say?
That's deep. I love this. Look at you. That's deep. I love this. Look at you.
Need my
Look at you. Oh, my goodness.
God, there's so many athletes.
Oh, let's see here. I'm going to give you two names. I want to say Dick Gregory because of the comedic aspect of it and his social activism and being a vegan too as well. But I'm actually going to go back a little bit further from a pure transformative standpoint in Nathan Pritikin. The convergence of his awareness of heart disease at the same time that President Dwight Eisenhower developed heart disease in 1955. And the trajectories were so different in terms of what he was able to develop and advance, and the research he did without any training, without being a medical physician, was just so inspiring. And we all think of just our current luminaries, and we forget about Nathan Pritikin and the impact he had in changing the whole direction in terms of nutritional research. So I would love to kind of engage in his mind and seeing during that process and that journey.
That's a great answer. What's one heart health myth that you wish people would stop believing?
A heart health myth, besides the worry about tofu, besides that people think that protein is such a big deal. A myth. I don't know. I can't think of any. You? What do you think he's going to say?
Oh, okay. That soy and tofu is bad for you. I think that's the easy one. That's a low-hanging fruit right there.
What is your favorite activity when you want to be really selfish, after obviously the selfish in your book?
I think probably my most selfish activity is going away to my happy vacation spot where the internet reception is really bad and I can just sit all day and do nothing, get on the boat, do nothing.
Oh, wow. So he likes to get away where there's no internet. Interesting. I don't know what I would say. Maybe walking up a mountain with my husband and looking down at the ocean here in Italy. At the moment, I really like doing that. Then again, I usually get out my camera and I make videos about it. So I don't know.
At all, and not feel guilty for doing nothing.
Great.
Yeah, it is hard as an animal rights activist, especially. It always is difficult to do nothing, because the second I start to do nothing, I think about the animals and the incredible suffering that's going on right now. All the pigs, for example, that are being sent to gas chambers at just 6 months old and murdered. And the little baby chicks that are on the treadmills and they're falling into blades to be murdered because they're boys and they'll never be able to lay eggs in the egg industry. And of course, the cows. I always think about the cows, the baby cows being taken away from their moms and killed if they're boys because they're considered to be useless because they'll never be able to provide milk. It's very hard as an ethical animal rights activist to take a rest because we know how much everyone's suffering. Yeah.
What's your favorite plant-based meal you've had abroad?
I'm probably going to say the one that stands out from a flavor standpoint is going to be in Jamaica.
I was just going to say the same thing. Oh my God, I wonder where he went. Yes.
I had some jerk vegan foods and plantains and
nice.
rice and peas. And it was just, I had not really.
Okay, no, I actually, for me, it wasn't Jamaica. It was St. Martin. I went to this I don't know, Rastafarian guy, and it was he had these gigantic plates and so many different things on there, including plantains and whatever was in his garden. It was so good, so colorful, just like a rainbow. Eat the rainbow.
We had that before, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
It sounds it. Okay, last one. What's your number one tip for living a long, healthy life?
Besides get selfish?
Yeah, get selfish.
Get selfish. I don't know what he's referring to because I did not read his book, but I imagine it's probably things like make sure you're selfish with your sleep. You have a specific bedtime all the time so that you are getting enough time. Close everything off. Make it dark. Selfish stuff, make sure you take care of your health. Do all the things that you're supposed to do. Floss your teeth before bed. Make sure you get enough exercise every day. I don't know. What's he going to say?
I think that could be your answer.
It is.
You wrote it down in a book.
I actually did, yes.
That could be your answer. All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. This has been really fun. I really appreciate it.
I'll remember this day. I'll remember this moment. Today's the first day of the rest of my vegan life. I'll remember this feeling. I'll remember this love. Today's the first day of the rest of my vegan life. From this day forward, I will always be proud to be vegan, and I will declare it out loud. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you, little lambs, chickens, turkeys, fish, pigs, and cows too. I'm here because that vegan teacher helped me to see beyond myself, deep into the eyes and heart of someone else. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's